How fast you walk predicts when you'll die. Your doctor checks your blood pressure, your cholesterol, your weight, never your walking speed. Turns out that might be the one number that actually matters. And here's what I want you to understand right now, before we go any further. This finding has been replicated over 30 times across different countries, different populations, different decades. This is not a fluke. There is a biological reason your walking speed predicts your lifespan. And once you understand that reason, you'll never think about a simple walk the same way again. By the end of this video, you're going to know how to measure your own number in about 3 minutes at home. You'll understand exactly what that number means. And I'll give you the one exercise, and backed by clinical trials in adults over 60, that has the strongest evidence for improving it, even if you haven't done structured exercise in years. Let's start with why this works. Walking looks like the simplest thing a human being does, but it isn't simple at all. Every single step requires your cardiovascular system to deliver oxygen on demand. Your leg muscles, specifically your glutes, your quads, your hip flexors, have to fire in precise sequence. Your brain has to process balance signals from your inner ear and the bottoms of your feet in real time. And your nervous system has to coordinate all of it without you consciously thinking about any of it. When any one of those systems starts declining, your walking speed drops, sometimes before any other symptom appears, before a blood test picks it up, before you notice anything is wrong. That's why physicians now use gait speed as what they call a vital sign. It's an involuntary readout of multiple systems at once. You can't charm it. You can't white-knuckle it on the day of the test. Your body just shows its hand. The lead researcher on the Pittsburgh study, Dr. Stephanie Studensky, described it as, and I want to quote this directly because it's so well put, a simple measure that reflects the complex interplay of aging across multiple organ systems. Simple measure, complex story. Now let's get your number. The clinical standard is called the 4-meter walk test. You measure out approximately 13 feet. That's about the length of a typical home hallway. Mark the start and the finish, and walk at your normal, comfortable pace. Not faster than usual, not slower, just how you normally walk. You time yourself. Then you do one piece of simple math. Divide 4 by the number of seconds it took. That gives you your gait speed in meters per second. Here's what the numbers mean, based on the research. Under 0.8 meters per second, that's a signal. Not a diagnosis, not a reason to panic, but a flag worth paying attention to. 0.8 to 1.0. This is the average range for most adults over 65. Above 1.0, you're in good shape compared to your age group. Above 1.2, you're in the top tier for longevity outcomes in the research. I'd encourage you to pause this video right now and actually do the test before we go on. Write the number down. Everything in the next section is going to mean a lot more once you have a real number in front of you. If your number came in lower than you expected or lower than you'd like, here's what's most likely happening under the surface. Starting around age 40, the human body begins losing what exercise scientists call fast-twitch muscle fiber. Slowly at first, then more quickly in your 60s and 70s. By the time most people reach 70, they've lost somewhere between 20 and 40% of their peak muscle mass, and the fast-twitch fibers go first. Those are the fibers responsible for power, quick movement, and, critically, the ability to react fast enough to catch yourself if you start to lose your balance. This process has a name, sarcopenia, and it's one of the most undertreated conditions in older adults. But here's the thing most people don't hear. Sarcopenia is not inevitable. It's a biological default, not a destiny. The research literature on this is remarkably consistent. The right type of exercise reverses measurable muscle loss, even in adults in their 80s and 90s. Not slows it down, reverses it. So what actually works? Not general advice, not exercise more, specific interventions that have been tested in clinical trials in people over 60, with gait speed as a measured outcome. There are 4. Here they are. Number 1, Zone 2 cardio. This is low-intensity aerobic movement. Walking, cycling, swimming, at a pace where you can still hold a full conversation. 30 minutes, 4 times a week. This is the baseline for rebuilding cardiovascular efficiency, and cardiovascular efficiency is one of the core pillars gait speed depends on. The key word is sustainable. Zone 2 should feel comfortable. If you're gasping, you've gone too hard. Number 2, leg-focused resistance training, specifically your glutes, quadriceps, and hip flexors. These 3 muscle groups do the majority of the mechanical work of walking. 2 sessions per week is the minimum effective dose from the literature. You don't need a gym. A resistance band and a sturdy chair are enough to start. Number 3, single leg balance practice. Stand on one foot for 30 seconds. Switch 3 times a day at moments when you're already standing. While you brush your teeth, while you wait for the kettle. This trains the neurological signaling that controls balance and coordinates the micro adjustments your body makes with every step. Simple, zero equipment, significant effect. Number 4, and this is the one I want you to start today, walking pace intervals. Walk at your normal pace for 2 minutes, then walk noticeably faster for 30 seconds. Not a run, not a sprint, just faster than comfortable. Then back to your normal pace for 2 minutes. Repeat 5 times. This specific pattern, alternating between speeds, is what most directly retrains fast-twitch muscle fibers to engage. It's the closest thing to a targeted, gait speed-specific intervention that requires no equipment, no gym, and no previous fitness background. 30 minutes. Today, that's your starting point. Let's come back to that Pittsburgh study for a moment. 34,000 people, 21 years of follow-up. What's easy to miss in the headlines about that research is this. The people who improved their walking speed over the course of the study, who went from slow to faster, their survival outcomes improved alongside it. Your number today is not your number forever. The body responds to the right inputs at any age. That's not motivational language. That's what the data shows. Take the test if you haven't. Write down your number. Come back in 90 days and take it again. That single data point, tracked over time, tells you more about what's actually happening inside your body than almost any number your doctor gives you once a year. If you want to go deeper on Zone 2 cardio, specifically how to structure it if you're starting from scratch, and how to know whether you're actually in the right intensity zone, there's a video right here that walks through that in detail. It's the natural next step from what we covered today.